1-1 work together. Okay, with our new book, Applet is going to look a little bit different for our problems now. Notice here it says that we need to click here to view our instructions, and then it opens them up in a separate window. So we are determining the normal balance, the increase and the decrease sides for accounts. So it gives us these accounts. It says for each of the accounts, we're going to prepare a T account and then enter the title of the account. In parentheses to the right of the account, we're going to identify the account as an asset, a liability, owner's equity, revenue, or expense. Then we're going to label the debit and credit sides. And then the last step is we're going to put in normal balance and increase and decrease side. Okay. I'm going to actually just shut these for right now. They already have all of our accounts listed in there for us. So first step is we need to tell what type of account it is. So when we look at sales, sales is going to be a revenue account. Then we need to list our debit and our credit side. Debit on the left, credit on the right. Notice when I start typing that, it comes up. If I just click to the next one, it auto-fills it for me. So that's kind of a nice feature for us. Next thing that we're supposed to do is put in the normal balance side. Now, I'm going to skip that step and I'm going to go to the last one where we figure out the increase and the decrease and then go back to the normal balance. Okay? So when we look at sales, sales is on the right side of the equation. It increases owner's equity. So that means that it's going to increase on the right side. So I'm going to put in my increase and then it will decrease on the left. Now, normal balance is always going to be the same side as the increase side. So for this instance, our normal balance side is going to be our credit side. Next one, supplies. Supplies are something that we own of value, so they're going to be an asset. Debit and credit sides never change, so debit on the left, credit on the right. An asset is on the left side of the equation, so it increases on the left, decreases on the right. Since it increases on the left, that is going to be our normal balance side. Prepaid insurance is also an asset. Debit on the left, credit on the right. It's on the left side of the equation, so it increases on the left, decreases on the right. And our normal balance is the same as the increase side, so it is the debit side. Trent Associates. Now here I'm going to open up my instructions again. And when we look here, we find Trent Associates, and it says that this is an accounts receivable. I'm also going to look at the next one because we'll need that one too. Pacific Supply is a payable account payable. Okay, so we'll need to know that. So since Trent Associates is accounts receivable, that means that it's an asset. Debit on the left, credit on the right. It's on the left side of the equation, so it increases on the left, decreases on the right. And our normal balance is the same as the increase side, the debit side. Now remember from our instructions, Pacific Supply was an accounts payable, so that means that it's a liability. Debit on the left, credit on the right. It's on the right side of the equation, so that means it increases on the right, decreases on the left. And our normal balance is the same as the increase side, the credit side. Capital stock. Capital stock is going to be an owner's equity. Debit on the left, credit on the right. Capital stock is on the right side of the equation. Owner's equity is on the right, so increase on the left, decrease on the left, increase on the right, decrease on the left, and then normal balance is on the right side. Advertising expense is easy. It's an expense. Debit on the left, credit on the right. Now, expense accounts. Expense accounts are on the right side of the equation. However, they decrease our owner's equity. So when it decreases owner's equity, we're going to flip the increase and decrease side. So in this case, it's going to increase on the left and decrease on the right. Increase side is the debit side. That's also going to be a normal balance side. The last one, petty cash, is an asset. Debit on the left, credit on the right. It's on the left side of the equation, so it increases on the left, decreases on the right. And normal balance is the same as the increase side, the debit side. Okay, once we have all of those filled in, we're going to check answer. Looks like everything is good. Save and continue. Go ahead and do the 1-1 on your own. Make sure that you pay attention to the instructions to figure out the accounts receivable and accounts payable accounts.